There are different parts of the pot making process that I kind of obsess over. One of them is carving the stamps. And for me, that's where I draw a lot of inspiration from outdoors. So going for a hike in the morning and then coming back and bringing that inspiration into the work.
The small community and engaging in the activities. It is like gas in a tank. It indirectly fuels creative drive.
When I go outside to paint, I don't really have a preconceived idea of what I'm going to paint until I get there, and it's whatever inspires me.
Welcome back to This is Fernie with Sadie. Join us as we explore the studios and stories of the diverse group of artists who call Fernie home.
Well, all kinds of beauty grew out of the idea of, what makes up a mountain town. And I got to thinking about the variety and diversity of people that live here and the unique kind of geological formations we have that make this valley distinct, and some of the shared values, some of the unique opportunities we have, and try to put that all into one piece that really showcases all of the people that live here.
I'm Angela Morgan, and I'm a figurative painter. I'm based in Fernie, British Columbia. My work is a lot about movement and action. When you get, a group of people together, and how are they interacting, and the quirkiness of people, and that was something that Fernie provided for me as a great subject base. One of the best pieces of advice I ever received was from one of my professors, and he said that you should paint what you know. All of those elements and kind of activities started to creep into my paintings. It was this really rich, diverse outdoor lifestyle here in Fernie that grabbed me, I guess. There's color and movement and play, and it was just fun, and it really spoke to me that there was this bit of whimsy that you could come up with, and all through the seasons, from the rain boots and the little umbrellas and the kids splashing around to the bicycle rides up and down the mountains, and tumbling over and falling, and trying to capture some of capture what makes life joyful.
My name is Mike Hepher, and I'm the owner and artist at Hepher Press, which is a historic letterpress printing operation in Fernie. I was working as a digital designer, but was really curious about the history of type and typography. So a visit to my local print shop accidentally landed me a letterpress in my garage. From there, it was a multi-year journey to kind of learn how to clean the machines, how to operate the machines, how to set the type, before we decided to move to Fernie from Cranbrook and open Hepher Press. So when we came to Fernie with this idea of Hepher Press and a gallery and a working studio, everyone really embraced it. And when you think about the number of professional full-time working artists in Fernie for a small town, it's actually quite remarkable. It's been a really great and supportive place to be an artist, I think.
My name's Pike, and I'm a full-time potter in Fernie, BC. I get a lot of my inspiration from the outdoors. So living in Fernie is such an ideal place to live for that. I have a big garden outside. A lot of the flowers and the vegetables are inspiration, but also trees. When I'm hiking or when I'm snowboarding, I'll stop and take photos. My photo reel is just like trees and flowers. But I also take inspiration in the form from like antique tinware and things like that, and prairie architecture. Then when I move into the pot making, that's when I kind of get into sort of like a flow zone where usually I have music going and I'm just in this sort of creative state of making. Being a potter and living in a small town just go together for me. Like I need to be in the mountains and I need to be able to hike. So to be able to live this lifestyle here, but still access a larger market has been really amazing.
My name is Matt Martin. I'm a goldsmith. I live here in Fernie, BC. Most of what I do is working with customers to create something special, something meaningful. Part of it is interpreting people's design language, what their kind of aim is, what their goal is. I started making jewelry when I was about 18 or 19, living in Victoria. And I took just a simple evening class. That was kind of maybe the springboard into pursuing more teaching, more classes, and enrolled at the University of Manitoba Fine Arts. Started to make my own pieces and sell through galleries, and the years started to go by. Living in Fernie influences my work in the sense that it's very relational. It indirectly fuels creative drive, a creative pursuit for me. It's a big part of why we're here.
I'm Melanie MacVoy and I'm a landscape painter. So yeah, when I was living on the coast, I was always inspired by the big old growth cedar trees. And when I moved to Fernie and discovered that they were here too, and started working at Island Lake Lodge, I was able to study the trees throughout the seasons, and then I started doing some small cedar tree paintings and then some bigger ones and just kind of fell in love with them. I think painting outdoors is it's more of an intimate experience with the landscape. I love the challenge. There's also like a meditative aspect of it where I'm just in the moment and focusing on my subject. Yeah, it makes me feel at peace when I'm outside and connected to a bigger picture.
The Fernie District Arts Council has been the heart of Fernie's arts community for over 30 years, operating the art station and organizing events, as well as many public art initiatives. While many artists and craftspeople create from their own studios and galleries in town, the Fernie Arts Co-op on 2nd Avenue provides a supportive space for others to showcase and sell their work. There are currently over 40 artists with work spanning from pottery, painting, and photography to woodworking, jewelry, fiber arts, and more. From masterful goldsmiths that mold the very treasures of the earth and the painters who capture the spirit of nature and community in every intricate detail, there's a vast artist community here in Fernie that brings life and color to our small town. Next time you're in Fernie, take the time to discover and connect with our artists and our vibrant local art scene. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for future episodes.
Most of my customers kind of end up becoming friends. You know, you see people downtown, and so because of that small community, there's a sense of almost intimacy here, and that's really actually special. It's really unique.